Good morning, girls. Whoops, I shut off my. Hold on. There we go. Oh no, Jackie. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to open something. I gotta put something in my mouth. All of a sudden, I'm feeling gaggy. I'm like starting to feel like gaggy sick. You ever feel that way? Like you're fine. And then all of a sudden, you start like, I gotta eat something right now. All of a sudden, it hit me. I'm like, I gotta chew something up real quick. I was hoping to get it chewed up before, the timer ran out, but it took me that long just to open the wrapper. So my apologies. I just all of a sudden felt like, holy cow, I need something to eat. Like right now. Sorry, I'm so late. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I've been sitting in my chair for 2 hours watching Instagram. My head is in the clouds today. Oh man. Golden Retriever. Thank you for bearing with me as I eat a piece of cheese. My coffee all of a sudden upset my stomach. I got a different coffee bean. I ran out of coffee. I ran out of good coffee. My Trim Healthy stock is gone. I had a huge backlog of it. It's gone. All my good Starbucks is gone. All my Good News Company coffee is gone. And so I ordered coffee from Amazon. Organic, fair trade, whatever. Coffee from Amazon. This is the second morning I've drank it. It tastes okay, but like 2 minutes into it, I'm like, oh, my stomach. My stomach. So I needed a piece of cheese. It's a little hard on my stomach for some reason. I don't know why. But, I ordered 4 pounds, so I'm going to drink it anyway. All right, good morning. January 11th. Jacob's wealth increases. Genesis 30:25 through 43. Soon after Rachel had given birth to Joseph, Jacob said to Laban, "Please release me so I can go home to my own country. Let me take my wives and children, for I have earned them by serving you, and let me be on my way. You certainly know how hard I have worked for you." Jacob replied, "You know how hard I've worked for you." Oh, whoops, I gotta go back. I missed a whole paragraph. "Please listen to me," Laban replied. "I have become wealthy, for the Lord has blessed me because of you. Tell me how much I owe you. Whatever it is, I'll pay it." Jacob replied, "You know how hard I've worked for you. You know how your flocks and herds have grown under my care. You had little indeed before I came, but your wealth has increased enormously. The Lord has blessed me through everything I've done. But now, what about me? When can I start providing for my own family?" "What wages do you want?" Laban asked again. Jacob replied, "Don't give me anything. Just do this one thing, and I'll continue to tend and watch over your flocks. Let me inspect your flocks today and remove all the sheep and goats that are speckled or spotted." Oh my goodness, come on. "Along with black sheep. Give these to me as my wages. In the future, when you check on the animals you have given me as my wages, you'll see that I have been honest. If you find in my flock any goats without speckles or spots, or any sheep that are not black, you will know that I have stolen them from you." "All right," Laban replied, "it will be as you say." But that very day Laban went out and removed the male goats that were streaked and spotted, and all the female goats that were speckled and spotted and had white patches, and all the black sheep. He placed them in the care of his own sons, who took them 3 days' journey from where Jacob was. Meanwhile, Jacob stayed and cared for the rest of Laban's flock. Then Jacob took some fresh branches from poplar, almond, and plane trees and peeled off the strips of bark, marking white streaks on them. Then he placed these peeled branches in the watering troughs that were where the flocks came to drink, for that was where they mated. And when they mated in front of the white streaked branches, they gave birth to young that were streaked, speckled, and spotted. Jacob separated those lambs from Laban's flock. And at mating time, he turned the flock to face Laban's animals that were streaked or black. This is how he built his own flock instead of increasing Laban's. Whenever the stronger females were ready to mate, Jacob would place the peeled branches in the watering troughs in front of them. Then they would mate in front of the branches. But he didn't do this with the weaker ones. So the weaker lambs belonged to Laban, and the stronger ones were Jacob's. As a result, Jacob became very wealthy, with large flocks of sheep and goats, male and female servants, and many camels and donkeys. But Jacob soon learned that Laban's sons were grumbling about him. Jacob has robbed our father of everything, they said. He has gained all his wealth at our father's expense. And Jacob began to notice a change in Laban's attitude towards him. Then the Lord said to Jacob, "Return to the land of your father and grandfather and to your relatives there, and I will be with you." So Jacob called Rachel and Leah out to the field where he was watching the flock. He said to them, "I have noticed that your father's attitude towards me has changed, but the God of my father has been with me. You know how hard I have worked for your father, but he has cheated me, changing my wages 10 times. But God has not allowed him to do me any harm. For if he said, 'The speckled animals will be your wage,' the whole flock began to produce speckled young. And when he changed his mind and said that the striped animals will be your wages, then the whole flock produced striped young. In this way, God has taken your father's animals and given them to me." One time during the mating season, I had a dream and saw that the male goats mating with the females were streaked, speckled, and spotted. Then in my dream, the angel of God said to me, "Jacob." And I replied, "Yes, here I am." The angel said, "Look up, and you will see that only streaked, speckled, or spotted males are mating with the females of your flock, for I have seen how Laban has treated you. I am the God who appeared to you at Bethel, the place where you anointed the pillar of stone and made your vow to me. Now get ready and leave this country and return to the land of your birth." Rachel and Leah responded, first with a yawn, "That's fine with us. We won't inherit any of our father's wealth anyway. He has reduced our rights to those of foreign women. And after he sold us, he wasted the money you paid him for us. All the wealth God has given you from our father legally belongs to us and our children. So go ahead and do whatever God has told you." So Jacob put his wives and children on camels, and he drove all his livestock in front of him. He packed all the belongings he had acquired in Paddan Aram and set out to the land of Canaan, where his father Isaac lived. At the time they left, Laban was some distance away, shearing his sheep. Rachel stole her father's household items and took them with her. Jacob outwitted Laban, the Aramean, so they set out secretly and never told Laban they were leaving. So Jacob took all of his possessions with him and crossed the Euphrates River, heading for the hill country of Gilead. Laban pursues Jacob, Genesis 31:22 through 42. 3 days later, Laban was told that Jacob had fled, so he gathered a group of his relatives and set out in hot pursuit. He caught up with Jacob 7 days later in the hill country of Gilead. But the previous night, God had appeared to Laban, the Aramean, in a dream and told him, "I'm warning you, leave Jacob alone." Laban caught up with Jacob as he was camped in the hill country of Gilead, and he set up his camp not far from Jacob's. "What do you mean by deceiving me like this?" Laban demanded. "How dare you drag my daughters away like prisoners of war? Why did you slip away secretly? Why did you deceive me? And why didn't you say you wanted to leave? I would have given you a farewell feast with singing and music accompanied by tambourines and harps. Why don't you let me kiss my daughters and grandchildren and tell them goodbye? You have acted very foolishly. I could destroy you, but the God of your father appeared to me last night and warned me, 'Leave Jacob alone.' I can understand your feeling that you must go and your intense longing for your father's home. But why have you stolen my goods?" "I rushed away because I was afraid," Jacob answered. "I thought you would take your daughters from me by force. But as for your gods, see if you can find them, and let the person who has taken them die. And if you find anything else that belongs to you, identify it before all of these relatives are of ours, and I will give it back." But Jacob did not know that Rachel had stolen the household idols. Laban went first into Jacob's tent to search there, then into Leah's, and then into the tents of the 2 servant wives. But he found nothing. Finally, he went into Rachel's tent. But Rachel had taken her household items and hidden them in her camel saddle, and now she was sitting on them. When Laban had thoroughly searched her tent without finding them, she said to her father, "Please, sir, forgive me if I don't get up for you. I'm having my monthly period." So Laban continued his search, and he could not find the household idols. Then Jacob became very angry, and he challenged Laban. What's my crime? He demanded. What have I done wrong to make you chase after me as though I were a criminal? You have rummaged through everything I own. Now show me what you found that belongs to you. Set it out here in front of us, before our relatives for all to see. Let them judge between us. For 20 years I have been with you, caring for your flocks. In all that time, your sheep and goats never miscarried. In all those years, I never used a single ram of yours for food. If any were attacked and killed by wild animals, I never showed you the carcasses and asked you to reduce the count of your flock. No, I took the loss myself. You made me pay for every stolen animal, whether it was taken in broad daylight or in the dark of night. I worked for you through the scorching heat of day and through the cold and sleepless nights. Yes, for 20 years I slaved in your house. I worked 14 years caring for your two daughters, and then earning your two daughters, and then 6 more years for your flock. And you changed my wages 10 times. In fact, if the God of my father had not been on my side, the God of Abraham and the fearsome God of Isaac, you would have sent me away empty handed. But God has seen your abuse and my hard work. That is why he appeared to you last night and rebuked you. Jacob's treaty with Laban, Genesis 31:43 through 55. Then Laban replied to Jacob, These women are my daughters, these children are my grandchildren, and these flocks are my flocks. In fact, everything you see is mine. But what can I do now about my daughters and their children? So come, let's make a covenant, you and I, and it will be a witness to our commitment. So Jacob took a stone and set it up as a monument. Then he told his family members, Gather some stones. So they gathered stones and piled them in a heap. Then Jacob and Laban sat down beside the pile of stones to eat a covenant meal. To commemorate the event, Laban called the place Jegar Sahuditha, which means witness pile in Aramaic. And Jacob called it Gilead, which means witness pile in Hebrew. Then Laban declared, This pile of stones will stand as a witness to remind us of the covenant we have made today. This explains why it is called Gilead, witness pile, but it was also called Mizpah, which means watchtower. For Laban said, May the Lord keep watch between us and make sure that we keep this covenant when we are out of each other's sight. If you mistreat my daughters or if you marry other wives, God will see it, even if no one else does. He is a witness to this covenant between us. See this pile of stones, Laban continued, and see the monument I have set between us. They stand between us as witnesses of our vows. I will never pass this pile of stones to harm you, and you must never pass these stones or this monument to harm me. I call on the God of our ancestors, the God of your grandfather Abraham, and the God of my grandfather Nahor, to serve as a judge between us. So Jacob took an oath before the fearsome God of his father Isaac to respect the boundary line. Then Jacob offered a sacrifice to God there on the mountain and invited everyone to a covenant feast. After they had eaten, they spent the night on the mountain. Laban got up early the next morning, and he kissed his grandchildren and his daughters and blessed them. Then he left and returned home. All right. Hey, Dory. I mean, it's good coffee, Susan. I think I don't know. I don't know if it's the coffee. I don't know. The past couple of mornings when I drank, my stomach's been like, ugh. I need a version equivalent to the Trim Healthy. I've heard of a couple. One of them's too expensive for my taste. I'm cheap-ish. I just need something that's, I don't know. Excuse me. Our local store has regular store-bought coffee that's not bad, but I need something good. I want some good coffee. I like Unrest a lot. I like Unrest a lot, but again, cheap. I'm cheap. I just want my Trim Healthy coffee back. That's what I want. If somebody can make that happen, I'll be grateful. It's all gone and I'm so sad by it. Ooh, where are you, Tracy? That you're snowed in today. Fun. I used to love I didn't, while I didn't like the snow, I enjoyed a good like snow day where I was like stuck inside. You couldn't go anywhere. Everything kind of closed down, and you get to sit inside while your husband went out and cleaned up the snow, and you could make like something warm and hearty. I don't know why. I just kind of enjoyed that on occasion when you didn't have to get out and go to work. Ooh, Michigan. Yeah, I bet you're getting a lot of snow. Yeah. I kind of liked days like that. But I also like going for a ride in 65-degree weather in January. I also much like letting the dog out to pee when it's 60 degrees. I like I like wearing sandals all year and not being cold. I also enjoy that. I miss a good snowstorm, but only for a minute. Like it's only for a minute that I miss a good snowstorm when I'm in the house under an electric blanket, which I'm under right now. I mean, that didn't change. I'm under an electric blanket right now. But I don't know. I miss that kind of cozy feeling of a snowed in day. As long as the power didn't go out. Especially when I had a dog that wouldn't run away, that I could just let out to pee and, I didn't have to go out and walk. Yeah. Are you north enough in Arizona, Dory, that you get snow? Are you north enough for that? Up like Flagstaff stuff? Yeah. Me too. Me too, Ruby. We're glad not to have to deal with the work of it. It feels like it feels fun and it's pretty until you have everybody that sees snowstorms from afar, like on TV and stuff, they're like, oh, it's so pretty. If they're not used to having snow, they're like, oh, it's so pretty, it's so picturesque, and oh, I'd love to enjoy that. It's fine until you have to shovel it and snow blow it and defrost your windshields and drive in it and slip and slide on sidewalks in it. It's pretty until then. It's only pretty from inside on the couch under an electric blanket. Beyond that, it's not that great. Oh. Ideally, I'd like to be somewhere where I'm surrounded by palm trees and the sound of the ocean. That would make me happy. I'd still have my electric blanket, but it would make me happy. Oh, that sounds so wonderful. Are you in Florida, Ruby? Where are you? Are you somewhere warm and sunny with palm trees? Oh, I want to go there. I keep telling Marin to pick a trip for graduation. Like she's graduating in a couple of months, and like I'd like to take her somewhere fun for like graduation. Like where would you like to go? Let's go to the Virgin Islands. Like we have a lot of miles because we like charge and then pay and earn miles. I'm like, we have a lot of miles. We could go to like the Virgin Islands. And all she keeps saying is, I really want to go to Lancaster. There's no palm trees in Lancaster. Can we please go somewhere? I know it's her trip, but I've worked hard to get her to this graduation. Can I be part of this decision? Like, can we please go somewhere with palm trees and not Lancaster? Lancaster's beautiful, don't get me wrong. But we've been there. I want to go somewhere where there's a cabana boy bringing me fruity drinks. On plan ones, of course. I don't know what that would be, but sparkling water. I want to go somewhere where there's beaches and blue sky and blue water and white sand and warm sun and palm trees and buffets. Karen, no, not a cruise. I would never go on a cruise. We're totally not cruise people. Mm-mm. No, you wouldn't get me on a cruise. No, but North Dakota would not be on that list. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Tammy, like Amish country. She loves it. She loves it. Honestly, I'll be surprised if the child doesn't end up living there as an adult. Like, I'll be surprised. She loves it there so much, which is fine. But pick a trip. I'm like, pick a trip anywhere in the US. We'll go. As long as it's probably not Hawaii because I can't afford that. But let's be reasonable and pick somewhere nice. Like let's go on a fun, like, yay, you worked hard and you graduated. Let's do this trip. I'd like to go to Winston-Salem. No. All right, girls. Well, thank you for joining me this morning. Let's go ahead and pray. God our Father, thank you for meeting us here, for our time together, for digging into your word, drawing closer to you. Thank you for each woman here that is faithful and joining for devotions and uses this time to dig into your word and draw closer to you. God, I thank you for the blessing that is the daily devotions. God, I pray for each one here and lift them all up to you. I ask for your strength and provision for the many needs in their life. You know each one intimately and intricately. Most of all, today I lift up Jackie to you and ask for healing and for strength for her. I pray that the flu, if that is what she has, that it will pass quickly and that she will recover quickly from that. Keep her safe, keep her healthy, God. And we just lift her up to you today. God, help us today to make choices that are honoring and worshipful to you in your precious name. Amen. No, no Disney. No, I won't do Disney. I am very no Disney person. I'm that person. Okay. If you're wondering, like, who are these people that refuse to spend money at Disney? That's me. Although, if she chose Orlando, I wouldn't be hurt because we could do SeaWorld and we could go to like Daytona or something. We could go to beachy places. Orlando would be fun. There's a lot of cool places in Orlando. I wouldn't be mad if she chose that. And we could drive. Although then I wouldn't be able to use my miles. I don't know. I don't know. She better pick somewhere fun. Indian Rocks Beach. I don't know where that is, but I'll look that up. I don't know where that is. She mentioned Myrtle. I'm like, we've been to Myrtle like 8 times. I don't know what it's going to take to convince her that her choice, all up to her, needs to be the Virgin Islands. You guys, I've wanted to go somewhere tropical my whole life. I've never, other than like Florida, like tropics. I've wanted to go somewhere to the tropics my whole life. I've dreamed of it. And I know she's going to pick Lancaster. How dare she make this about what she wants? I got hurt at graduation day. I should be able to pick. I should have never said you pick a trip. I should have said I'm picking a trip, bringing you with me. Well, I'd really like to go to Italy, but I can't talk my husband into international travel. But that would be I could talk her into that in a heartbeat if he was on board. Italy. Let's dream to go to Italy. Anyway, all right. I love you, girls. Are you kidding me, Tammy? She loves the Bahamas. Does she live in the Bahamas or love the Bahamas? Because those are two very different things. If she lives in the Bahamas, I am incredibly jealous of her. If she loves the Bahamas, I as well would likely love it. Oh. The thing is, though, I may never come back. If I travel to somewhere tropical, I may never come back. I may send my family home, but I may never come. Like, what happened to KJ? I don't know. She got lost in the Virgin Islands and never came home. Something happened to her. I like shaved my head, changed my eye color. Nobody would know. I'd work at some little bar making pineapple fruity drinks. Just never hear from me again. Oh, I love you girls. I hope you have a fabulous Sunday, and I will see you all back tomorrow for devotions. I love you guys so much.